Well, this morning I am leaving the Quarterway Hiker Inn and Hostel. I spent the night here last night. Actually, the outside doesn't do justice to how nice this was. It was so good to get a break from being outside, and then there was kind of a downpour this morning that I missed because I was inside. So I got a good night's rest, ready to kick off 8-9 miles again today to a campsite. There may be some challenges ahead. I believe that there is definitely a high chance of rain tonight, so I'm trying to get to camp and get set up before rain, and then I can once everything's up, rain isn't a problem, and hopefully tomorrow will be good too, although there's definite chance of rain tomorrow. It's all showers. It doesn't say it's going to rain all day. It just says a high percentage chance of rain. Okay, back to where I was. Just got a call from Linda that my GPS device was saying I needed help. It was a false alarm because my GPS device wasn't even on. So technology, sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it's a pain. Anyway, so forget where I was at. I think I'm going to have to hike in the rain tomorrow. The good news is sometimes rain is cooler. So yesterday was hot. So today I'm trying to get on the trail here while I still got some cloud cover. I have 2 climbs, about equal to the couple of climbs I had yesterday. So I need to get rolling. This morning's start is a road walk away from the hostel of 3/10 of a mile. And then the trail is just up here at 3/10 of a mile. So I will keep you posted as I get up the trail. Good night's sleep and a big breakfast is a great way to start a day. So I'm headed out with optimism. And the other thing that's really cool is, I don't know if you can see it up in here. Let me try this again. I don't know if you can see, but the spring is coming. The leaves are starting to pop out, which is just really awesome. All right, I'll take you along for the ride. Okay, so here's where I came out of the trail yesterday evening, and then I walked down the road, up the road here, 3/10 of a mile to a hostel. And now this morning, I need to walk down the road a little bit here to where the trail takes off again. And what you have to do is look for a white blaze, which I think I see one up here. Yes, I do. It's up here on this tree and another 100 feet or so. And you just follow the white blazes. They're the magic that leads you up the trail. So you'll see when I get closer up here, we'll see the white blaze on the tree and on a fence stile and whatever. And then we'll walk back up into the woods. We go through this field and up into the woods, and then my day is off with a bang. So you can see the white blaze here on this tree as we go by, and then I get to go through this stile with a gate. Evidently there are cattle or livestock in here, and so they want to make sure that they don't get out. So you're going with me this morning for a little bit of interestingness. And always, always, always make sure you relatch the gate. So that's the beginning of my day 6. It is really, really beautiful. The temperature is probably upper 50s. Great for toting a pack. So we're going to get on down the trail. Well, this morning has been pleasantly surprising. First little climb up and then a down, and I've been walking through some just really lovely territory. You get to see spring. So you get to see a little bit of what I'm seeing. Hey, it's great for the first hour or so to put in some good quick miles, because you know it all counts toward your total. I know there are at least 1, maybe 2 climbs ahead, and so you just rejoice in the easy trail, the easy treadway. It's just every day is a surprise. Every day is a surprise. Okay, well, I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of my homies, Lucille and Phyllis. Mrs. Grayson says you're watching. You know, this is a great place for birding. I know this isn't rare, but the other day when I was taking a break, I was sitting on a log, and through the underbrush, I got a full view of a rufous-sided towhee. I know you hear them a lot by their song, "Drink your tee-hee-hee-hee," or "Shriek," but to see them up close, actually I just heard one there. To see them up close is fairly unusual, and I've heard warblers as well. So, and let me see, owls the other night had a campsite, whoo-hoo, whoo-hoo-hoo. And where I stayed last night, they had an old sycamore tree where a limb had broken off and kind of rotted off, and there was an owl that's made a nest in there. So I have seen some birds. So shout out if you want to drop a comment in any videos, please do. It's really encouraging to read the comments, and it's something I can do at the end of the day when I'm tired. Well, guess what? It's starting to rain, so I'm going to stop here and put on a little rain gear and keep on mowing. Okay, Lucille and Phyllis, I got a test for you. I'm going to be quiet here, and I want you to put in the comments the different birds you hear, if you can hear the singing. Okay, I've got a couple of them, but there are a couple I don't understand. So I look forward to you letting me in on what these birds are by their bird call. So here we have another style. This is probably the fifth one today. It usually marks when we're going from one property line to another, where people want to keep their cows in. Today I will choose to be grateful for styles because they let me hike on this trail. Okay, up and over climb number 2. Today's average is just about 2 miles an hour, which is great with a couple of climbs. So now that I've climbed, we do the inevitable. We go down. So I'm going down. My plan would probably be to go down, and when I get to the bottom, to take a break and eat some snacks to fuel me, because I believe I have one more climb for the day up over and down into where I want to camp. So we're just trying to manage it. It seems like when I take a rest, kind of in the middle of the day, a good long rest, and refuel and drink, it really fuels me up for the next climb. Give the food a little time to hit your system and get your legs a chance. It's even nice if you can to elevate your legs to help the lactic acid drain out of them, and then you feel fresher. I won't say you feel better than when you started in the morning, but you feel fresher. So that's my plan. We're just moseying down the trail now that we've gotten up and over. I don't know, it looks like we might have a few bumps ahead of here where we have to go up and down a little bit, but we'll see. We'll just let you see what I'm seeing. Again today, just a huge variety of terrain, from farm fields to back there I had rhododendron almost on the top of the mountain, which didn't realize that happened, but it does. And now we are just in the classic timber forest, large trees, and next thing you know, when we get down a little ways, it'll be different again. So taking you with me. Okay, so I am stopping here today for lunch. This is the Knott Mall Shelter. Don't know how it got its name. Maybe we can figure it out here. No, this is just an announcement about a bridge being out up the way if it's really high water. But anyway, so it's a great place to stop and get out of the wind. I'll lay out my little thin mat here and take a lie down, maybe elevate my feet. And so today for lunch we have a very interesting recipe. Let's see if I can show you here. Giant Snickers bar, homemade Gorp, some Pop-Tarts that have been crushed to smithereens in my pack, so it's mainly powder, and an almond sweet and salty granola bar that I picked up at Trail Magic a while back. So that's lunch. I'm gonna drink my water. I may have to go down here. If you look out here, there's a, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but there's a blue blaze. That means there's a trail down to water. And so I may have to go down and filter myself another liter of water to take me through the end of the day. 5 miles in, which feels good. I'm over halfway, and the goal is 8. I think there's some more climbing yet today from this point, but there should be water where I stop. So it always feels good to get more than halfway done by lunchtime. So I'm feeling pretty good about how the day's gone. It's been windy and breezy and a little spritzy, but actually it's excellent hiking weather. So I'm just going to stop here and chill for a while, let my legs rest, and I'll take off again. Oh, the other thing I didn't say is actually you can sleep in these shelters, and there are some people that hike faster than I do. They just hike from shelter to shelter. All they bring is a sleeping pad and sleeping bag. If you're a fast hiker and get to the shelters early, you can always get a spot. The only downside to shelters are they have become known to rodents, and so they do things like they have these places up here. Can you see these ropes in there? They're to hang your packs to keep them away from the mice and stuff like that. And some mice are even smart enough to get past that. You'll see this one over here has a box with a twig down the string. That's to stop them from climbing down the rope and getting to your pack, because they're known to chew holes in your pack to get to your food, which is really upsetting. So I kind of stay away from them. The other reason to stay away from shelters is like the privies and stuff. They are, if sickness is going around, that's where you're going to find it. So try to keep clean and not do too many shelters. But if you get in a jam, they're really handy. Well, this is the wrap up for day 6. The day went really, really well. The mileage was about 9.5. I could have gone a little farther today, but what happened was it started raining on me, and I thought I was going to need some shelter. So I threw up camp, but got done at 3:45 in the afternoon. Although my knee has been hollering a little bit today, so it's probably good that I stopped and gave it a rest. I was a little concerned today because it was calling for rain. The forecast has been rain every day this week, and we've just gotten very, very little of it. So they called for rain, but there were 3 decent climbs today, and my body performed really well. That was encouraging. It's probably the first day that I felt just not completely wiped out at the end of the day, and so that is really positive news. I guess the term you call on trails, getting your trail legs. I haven't gotten them yet, but at the shelter I talked with another thru hiker, and he told me that he was kind of discouraged with his progress when he started back in, did he say February or early March, and that it took 3 weeks, and then after 3 weeks things really changed. So the plan is to not go too hard for the first 2 weeks anyway, and to see if I can get to a place where my body is enjoying the exertion. Today it almost felt like that here at the end of the day. And the other thing that was, I monitor my heart rate, especially on climbs, to try not to push it, and I've been doing that. And first couple of days on trail, it took literally hours for my heart rate to go down in the evening. And it also, if my heart is beating fast like that, I just stay keyed up and can't sleep. Today I came here, set up camp, and within a half hour my heart rate was down to 76, which isn't probably quite my resting heart rate, but so that was a big plus. So it was a really big win for the day. I went a little farther than I had planned. I'd planned 8, and when I got there I thought I could do more, and then the rain kind of tricked me into setting up camp, because it was raining pretty steady for a while. And then about the time I got camp set up, it stopped raining. It is the way it is. I like setting up camp. Tonight I'm down kind of at the foot of a mountain. I like being down low when I'm camping. It's just more protection from wind and those kind of things. So it's not a bad thing. Tomorrow I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. I have about a 7-mile climb to a hostel that I'm going to meet Mrs. Grayson at. And she's going to bring me my first resupply and make some plans. It'll be good to see her again. And so that's the plan. The forecast is like a 60% chance of rain. So I imagine it'll be like the other days. It'll be kind of spotty showers and throughout the day. But I'm going from a lower elevation, got to climb. I mean, basically my whole day tomorrow is 7 miles of elevation gain. Some of it isn't really steep elevation gain, but it means I'll be going up all day long. So that's kind of the plan. I wanted to lay in tonight, get rested up, and then get packed up. The only other thing to report is, I don't know if you can tell from my shoes, but today is the first time I had to do a stream crossing that got my feet wet. It was probably up over my ankles, halfway up my calves. And so tonight I have wet shoes and wet socks. I will take off the wet socks tonight and hang them up under my tarp here, and hopefully they'll dry a little bit. Put them on in the morning and wear them dry. It's just part of it. They don't really feel that bad now, but always keep a pair of dry socks to sleep in. And so that's kind of my wrap up. I didn't want to take the time to take my shoes off. I'm not good at walking barefoot across streams. It hurts the bottom of my feet, so you just do what you need to do. And tomorrow we'll wear them dry. So this is Grayson signing off on day 6, and I'll have some beautiful photos for you.